Hey bombshell. So I wanted to pop on and give you some inspiration for your Monday morning, if it's Monday morning for you. If it's not Monday morning for you, then it is another morning for you or another afternoon for you, and you can probably hear this anyways. So it's super rainy here in Colorado where I'm at, and I thought I'd pop on and do a video just to share with you some thoughts and something that I struggle with, which is putting way too much on my plate. And the reason for that is I am a success lover. I am an adrenaline junkie. And if I'm not accomplishing something, I kind of feel bored. I don't feel challenged, and I feel as if I'm wasting time. And so I tend to pick up all these things and I throw them on my plate, and I look at it as, this is great, I can handle it all, I'm superwoman, I've got this. And then what happens is that I explode because I have too much to do and I overwork myself. And I know many of you can relate to this, especially if you're a parent, especially if you work a full-time job, and especially if you are a parent and you work a full-time job and you may go to college as well. I mean, there are many things that contribute to our stresses in life, and a lot of times it's just the simple task of prioritizing in order to get ourselves back to optimal level where we need to be in order to thrive and to function at a certain rate. And so this past weekend, it was one of those moments where 4 or 5 different things kind of crashed down on me, and I just had a meltdown. I was crying. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to prioritize. And so I had to just bring myself back to reality. And what I had to do first is I had to allow myself to vent, because if we keep up this persona that we are perfect and we don't allow ourselves to vent or to grieve, then that's when we bottle up feelings inside, and it keeps us away from our goals even more, and it keeps us away from being a good friend, a good partner, a good sister, a good employee, whatever it is that you are involved in. When we don't take time for ourselves to decompress and to figure out our feelings, we don't function well. And I think we all know that we don't function well because we see that we are not having success. We see that we are not happy. We see that we are not taking care of ourselves. And so it's really important to allow yourself to grieve for a minute and think about, why am I so upset about this? What is going on right now for me where I'm being held back from what I want in my life? Okay, and after you allow yourself that process, which I took the whole weekend to just chill, hang out. I didn't work. I didn't, put pressure on myself to accomplish. And I just had fun. And so what I did this morning when I woke up on this Monday morning is I had a fresh start. I had a fresh mindset. And that's because I did not allow myself to be overwhelmed during the weekend, and I allowed myself that time. Now, what did I do this morning? I simply made a priority list, okay? I wrote out the 5 most important things in my life. And what I did was I took the 5th one, the last one, and I got rid of it. And I eliminated it from my life, and it was that simple. So for me personally, I'm involved in many different programs. I'm involved in personal development groups. I'm involved in business networking groups. I do makeup demos all the time for my business. I do women's empowerment sessions. I coach people. I do public speaking arrangements. I'm a really good loyal friend. I'm the type of girl where if you need me, I'm there. And sometimes that's just a lot for somebody to handle. And so I took the program or thing, what have you, that was serving me the least and keeping me away from hitting my goals, and I simply resigned from it. And I know for a lot of people that's easier said than done. However, what you can do is you can figure out, okay, what is the most important to me, and how can I reach that goal, or how can I stay present with that thing that's important to me while knocking other things off my list. So, you can keep happiness in your life without being involved in a million things. It's certainly quantity over it's quality over quantity when you need to reduce your stress levels and position yourself for success. So being involved in, for example, 10 different networking groups is not going to help you have success in your business if those 10 networking groups do not have positive people in them, or events or things that are going on that are going to service you. You could very well do better being involved in 3 groups that have more quality, more presence, more relationships, more masterminds, more events or what have you that are going to help you get to your goal. So, my 2 pieces of information for you today is allow yourself that time to have your freak out moment, because you're human and you're not expected to be perfect, and there's really no such thing as superwoman. And talk to yourself about why you're upset about that and allow yourself to process it. Okay? And then number 2, make a priority list. It's that simple. Figure out what are the top 5 things or the top 10 things in your life, and get rid or modify the very bottom of the list to make sure that you can put more of your time and energy into those top 3 things that are going to get you where you need to be. Okay, guys? I'm going to sign off here, and I just had a lovely meeting with someone talking about this very subject, and I was able to accomplish a lot hanging out with her and diving through my goals and what I need to prioritize, and I helped her as well. So it's been a fantastic Monday for me. I had my meltdown over the weekend. I'm prioritizing, I'm getting myself back on track, and it's just absolutely fabulous. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you soon. Stay beautifully fierce.